Hello, beautiful souls, and thank you. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel or video, visiting my blog. However you found this video, thank you very much, and it must be meant for you to hear and or watch this. I wanted to share something before it happens. Something amazing, really. I have been invited to take part in an ayahuasca ceremony, and this is something that I have wanted for 2 years. I believe 2 years. I found out about it in 2013, I believe, just quite randomly, which is not so random. Things are never just by coincidence. I believe I had seen a documentary on Netflix, the DMT molecule, DMT, the spirit molecule, I believe it's called. And I was really intrigued. After that, I began researching this. I wanted to know what ayahuasca was and why it was so important. And, I said in the back of my head, I want to do this. I have no idea how. Of course, I looked up how, and let me tell you, there are, there are tons of retreats. You can go online and Google it, and there are retreats to a lot of different places in South America, Central America, for like thousands of dollars. And I'm not discrediting any of these places, because I've never been. I can't speak about it. I can't give a review, but I can say that the prices are pretty steep. So at the time that I found out about ayahuasca, I said, well, that can't happen for me right now, because I had just gotten back from Italy and spent a lot of money in Italy. Well, I'm trying to remember the time frame here. It was sometime last year. I found out through someone that I never would have even thought about that she has been partaking in ayahuasca for over 10 years. And I found out this from a person who I originally had some conflict with. And wherever there's conflict, there's growth. There are lessons to be learned. And she is one of the very few in this lifetime where we are involved in a conflict with one another, and we set aside our ego and came together lovingly, mindfully, to find understanding, resolution, and peace and love. And from that, friendship has grown. And that is how I eventually found out that she has been, doing this, drinking ayahuasca for over 10 years. And once she found out that I knew quite a bit about it and was very interested in it, she invited me to go to a ceremony with her. And this was last year, 2014. So she was trying to get me to go to a ceremony with her last year, and was speaking with some of the people at the community that she goes to and visits. And for whatever reason, it just never happened. And a lot of things happened last year, and I ended up moving to Philadelphia for several months. And, ayahuasca kind of took a back seat, and it wasn't at the forefront of my mind, but there were really random times where I thought about it, and I wondered about it, or it would kind of come across, maybe I read about it later on or whatever, but it would cross my mind, and I'd go, oh yeah, I wanted to do that. Well, here we are in 2015, and I am now back in Indiana, and maybe about a month or so ago, we ended up talking about ayahuasca again. and she has not been in over a year, and you know, her soul is craving it. She misses, you know, the ceremony, and of course I was still interested, and I just kept saying, wow, I really want to go, I really want to go. Well, after that, I just, you know, there's life, so I set that aside. Literally a few days ago, she texted me telling me that a ceremony is taking place this Saturday, and I have been invited. Her community has invited me, and the timing is perfect. It is like divine timing. It was always meant to be this way, and I feel so blessed. We've talked about it, she and I, more and more, and she's, you know, revealed different things, and you know, she tells me that ayahuasca, you know, there's a saying that, how does she put it? She said, ayahuasca is open for everyone. If someone wants to try it, it's there, it's open for everyone. But not everyone is for ayahuasca. And, you know, when we talked about this, it really made me think. And she said, you know, it may seem like it's difficult or hard to find out where you can experience ayahuasca. But it's really not that hard, because it's like anything else in the universe. You know, if you truly want something, if you truly are seeking truth, if that's really what you want, does the universe not bring it to you? Sorry, you're hearing the advertisement on my Pandora channel. So, truth seekers, you know this. You know that when you truly want an answer, when you want something so bad, you are seeking and seeking and seeking. Seek and ye shall find. The answer will be revealed. The universe does bring it to you. And so that is how ayahuasca was brought to me. I had no idea how else I would do this ceremony. And just my heart was still there to experience this. And it's also a saying within, you know, communities that experience ayahuasca, that if you seek ayahuasca, if you seek it, if you truly want it, you know, the plant, it will choose you. It will choose you. And when she told me that, I felt so grateful. I felt so loved. This is something that I've wanted for a while, and you know, the level of excitement and gratitude is pretty much at the same level that it was when I heard about the retreat with Charles Virtue in Italy back in 2013, and I remember bawling my eyes out, crying, saying, I know I'm meant to do that. I don't know how, but I'm going to go. I need to be there, you know. Please, somehow, I need to partake in this retreat. And it's the same with ayahuasca. Like, I knew that I needed to experience this. And so now, knowing that I am leaving tomorrow to go to the ceremony, it will take place on Saturday, like, literally my soul is dancing. My soul is so ecstatic. I live for this. Some people get really excited about a new car, a new lipstick, I don't know, and no judgment there. Hey, it makes you happy, but this is what I live for, and I'm really excited. And you know, I hope to be able to speak about ayahuasca to help more people understand ayahuasca, the ceremony, the plant, and how sacred it is. And you know, whatever I feel is right, whatever my intuition and my guides tell me that is okay to reveal after the experience, I would very much like to vlog, and talk about my experience. because from what I know, it's beautiful. I mean, I've talked with her for a very long time about this, and she speaks about this from her heart. The connection that you feel to everything in the universe and what is revealed to you, within you, without you, everything. It's very beautiful and very sacred. And ayahuasca is something that, like so many other sacred things, has been abused. There are people who have used ayahuasca for recreational use, for selfish reasons, and robbed it of its sacredness. And so I want to be able to bring information to the forefront, light to it, and, you know, discuss this more. Just, you know, just bring it to the awareness of more people. You know, truth is truth. There's no way around it. So I'm excited. Thank you for listening, and I will include some links on ayahuasca. I don't know if I will be able to do it tonight. It's very late and I have to finish packing and wake up very early to start the trip. But eventually I will provide links if it is not immediately below in the video and in my blog post. But I promise I will, because information, I believe, is key. Intuition is key as well. So like I say in a lot of my videos, if this resonates, wonderful. And, you know, that's what I aim for those who this resonates with, to reach out to those that are meant to hear or see what I speak about and teach and share. And if it doesn't resonate, that is okay. It is okay. But I hope it reaches the right people. I hope that I can help bring more information to the table and just everything about the experience. I know there's some things about it that she says that just aren't meant to be talked about because it has to be experienced. And I believe that to be true. There's just some things about experience that is just very hard to put into words. There's a lot of very spiritual and supernatural experiences that I've had that is very hard to put into language, and I express it through my writing, through poetry, through art. And sometimes I just don't say anything at all, because some things are just meant to be left as is, unknown, just for everybody to experience on their own. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful night, a wonderful day. Much love to you, love and light. Namaste.